working now. Please tell me it's working. Okay, now we're up and running. We are up and running now. Thank the God. Let me find
as Foxconn just mentioned, we will be covering the different elements with
all right,
this
it's
PLL,
working.
and we will have another follow-up.
I think we're gonna do a no cam for
the
today.
Release of Endwalker, but we will be covering the different elements of the new expansion. So for this PLL, it's going to be
that way we can see everything.
Items,
I was kind of blocking everything.
Battle system updates and the job changes.
I mean, we could put a camera
too far into detail for each individual jobs, but we would like to go over the different concept that went into the different updates that we'll be making. Unfortunately, PvP and Disciples of the Land and Hand information will be
there we go.
PLL,
That's perfect.
So I'm afraid we will not be covering it during today's broadcast, so apologies.
Make me as small as possible. Fucking finally the stream's up. I don't know why the stream was taking forever to get up. It was really not wanting to work with me. I had to fix it.
明日からいよいよメディアツアーがスタートします。で、メディアの皆さんには一足早くですね、特定のエリアと
Let's get it, let's go.
90でプレイをしていただいてですね、メディアの皆さんとかインフルエンサーの皆さんが、全世界一斉に情報解禁して、
Now that I fixed all the stream issues, here we go.
ぜひそちらをですね、詳細はね、見ていただければなと。
Let me know if you're in chat, and if it's a little too quiet, I can definitely turn it up.
Note that with the different job updates, I'm afraid we won't go into detail, so we won't be like, oh, Paladin's going to do this, and the action's going to be like that, and potencies is this and this and that. Well, one thing, if we said everything, you would take forever for the broadcast, but we will be doing a media tour where we invite members of the media as well as influencers to get a glimpse of the new content, some of the new areas, and all of the jobs available at the upcoming level cap of level 90. So they will be creating information and content to share with you, and they will go live after an embargo lifts. So I hope that people will tune into that information.
まあ結構ね今回メディアツアーで楽しみなのは
So we're not going to get details on it, but we are possibly still going to see it.
どっちかっていうとなんか久しぶりに MMO 談義ができそうでちょっと楽しみだなみたいなのもね
I might release a video later this week deep diving it, but we'll see.
And the one thing that I'm really excited about is that we do have a lot of Western influencers joining us this time for this media tour. And so I am so excited to talk MMO shop with them in my interviews. So that's going to be kind of like what I'm going to be looking forward to throughout this media event.
はい、でこのメディアツアーの、記事とかレビューとかはですね全世界一斉に10月中旬頃に公開される予定になっておりますのでそちらをぜひお待ちいただければと思います。So the review and the articles from this media tours will be available globally at the timing of the middle October. So please look forward to it.
じゃあ早速始めていこうとは思うんですけど2点だけすいません
Middle of October for reviews
まず一つ目今日お伝えしていく情報はやっぱりエンドウォーカー行月のフィナーレまだ開発中です、最後の最後本当にギリギリまでバランス調整やってるので今日お伝えした内容が変わる可能性があるっていうのは、まずご理解ください。
So before we jump into the part of the show, we would like to bring up two additional points. First of which is, of course, we'll be talking about Endwalker today, but we are still making final adjustments. It is still in development, and so please understand that some of these elements are subject to change.
I swear if the Reaper looks as good as I think it is, I'm gonna
確かに私疲れております。疲れているのは事実なんですが。怒ってるのとかそういうのはないです。顔がねそういう顔なんです。怒ってたりとかは決してないので真面目に話すとなぜかね怒ってるって言われるのでそこはご理解をいただきたいのとまあちょっとやっぱ疲れは確かに疲れてるんで言い間違いとかちょっとどもったりとかする可能性があるんですけど今日はちょっとすいませんご容赦いただけると助かります。はい。
And one important thing, I am tired. That is a fact. I'm sorry. And people have asked, Yoshida, are you angry? And I am not. I'm just this is the way I look. This is my face. So whenever I'm talking about something serious, I apparently give off the impression that I'm angry. But please understand, I am not. I am tired, so I might my speech might not catch up with me quite. I might stutter at times, but please understand.
I like his necklace.
Yeah, that's a good disclaimer.
YouTube comments saying, but you're always like
いつも疲れてる。Yeah, he must be always tired.
さあじゃあ始めていきましょうか。まあ一応後ろ制限はないんでね、ゆっくりやるところはゆっくりやっていけたらなと思ってます。うい。
Okay, I think we are ready to jump into the
okay, here we go.
I believe there isn't a strict sort of end time that we have to adhere to, so we're just gonna go into it, take our time, and explain as needed.
Job adjustments, here we go.
さて、まず、まあもちろん大事なのはジョブ関連調整だと思いますので、ここから行こうと思いますが、まず、各ジョブとかロールとか行く前に、そう全ジョブに対する基本方針をざっと説明して
definitely make sure to keep my okay. Yeah. We're just going to turn the camera
so
off for this.
We are going to be discussing about the different job updates and adjustments. But before we jump into talking about jobs or even roles, actually, I do want to cover something that encompasses all of the different jobs in general.
Okay.
まず最初、ベースの方針なんですけど、こちらはシャドーブリンガーズ 5.0 の、方針をそのまま引き継いでおります。
So just as a baseline, we are sort of building upon what we have adjusted in Shadowbringers 5.0.
Plans to build upon adjustments from 5.0.
あるんですけど、まあその新システムとかをね、各ジョブにこうゴテゴテつけたりして、もうそのさらにシステムを各ジョブ複雑化させるようなことはしてません。
And of course, with the new level cap, we do add some more actions, but we haven't incorporated any sort of brand new system tacked on there or made anything too complicated.
まあもちろん、ベーシックのコンセプトはまあ5.0を引き継いでいるんですけど、新しいアクションっていうのも当然たくさんありますし、変わってるところっていうのも各ジョブね、それぞれ大小ではありますけど、結構あるので、まあその辺の方針は今日お伝えしていこうかなと思ってます。
And of course, with the basic thought being building upon Shadowbringers 5.0, of course, there are new elements that are added leading up to Endwalker and different elements that we have changed, may it be small or big. So we would like to go over some of the concepts or the directions that we've taken for these different updates.
でこう一部ねちょっと複雑にしてほしいなって 3.x シリーズみたいなのっておっしゃる方もね最近ちらほら見るんですけど、やらないですよ。以前やって大変なことになったんでジョブの扱いは難しいわ、コンテンツは難しいわになってしまってやっぱねちょっとやりづらいと思うんで今が一番安定してるかなと思うので、この方針を、継続していく予定です。
And of course, there are a small group of you that desire for that complexity of what we've done in the 3.x series. But I'm afraid we won't go in that direction. It's quite a struggle because not only does the job actions become complicated, the content themselves make it kind of compoundedly worse. So I think we are at a good sort of stable place post Shadowbringers. So I think we would like to continue in that direction.
Alright, so we want to continue from Shadowbringers. I didn't think they'd be like, oh, we're going all the way back to Heaven's Ward. Changes.
実態をずっと長くね、こう見てきた自分に関して、やっぱ5.0の方針が一番多くの人にフィットするだろうというすいません判断をさせていただいております。
And of course, I'm sure different players have different tastes. Some people might say, oh, I love the 3.0 series, 4.0 series, or etc. But I think looking at it from a general sort of perspective and from Yoshida's point of view, looking at 14 throughout these years, we do feel that 5.0 seems to fit as many people as possible. So apologies, but this is kind of the direction we're taking.
さあそしてもう一個全ジョブに共通して主に攻撃に関わるところなんですけど、主要な攻撃に関わるようなシナジーとかも含めたアビリティのリキャストっていうのをおおむね60秒120秒の間隔に各ジョブ寄せてます。
They obviously wouldn't put themselves somewhere where it'd be a problem.
Another thing that encompasses all of the jobs is regarding their
there we go.
And some of the
I'm here
primary
joining
abilities and their recast timing. I think we've kind of
recast time and primary abilities will be adjusted to align 60 or 120 timers.
まあこのあたりはですね、高難易度コンテンツをやるときにこうバースト薬を飲み、こう各ジョブアビリティ全開放してこうバーストするぞみたいな時に、まあ、バーストがこう一定周期で合いやすいように合わせやすいようにもちろんそれだったりしてるんですけど、まあ要はあと各ジョブこう別のジョブをやった時にも、サイクルってテンポ感は揃ってくるかなと思うので、まあ、その辺を踏まえてこうしてあります。
And this kind of takes into play when you go into the high difficulty dungeons and raids, where you have that sort of burst timing that you can match with taking your different medicines and then doing your different cooldown abilities, and you have that sort of relatively similar cycle depending regardless of what job you would do. So even if you kind of go into your alt job, you'd still have that kind of similar tempo or that cycle that you can keep.
They want to keep a tempo, not mess up with the cycle.
ただしですね、最大の注意点でございます。こちら。
Of course, there is a caveat to that.
Please note that not all abilities have adjusted.
当然ですね、全てをせ切るわけにもいかないので、全部が全部60と120になってるわけではございません。ここは忘れずにぜひご注意ください。そりゃそう。
But that being said, of course, we were not able to align everything. That's exactly 60 seconds or 120 seconds. So please understand that not all of the abilities might match up perfectly or exactly.
おい、クロマモン60秒になってねえじゃねえかよっていうね、ことがあったりするわけですよ。クロマモンもね、残念ながら90秒リキャストままなんですよね。
It's like the ley lines. Oh no, it's not 60 seconds. No, that one still remains to be 90 seconds. Apologies.
Okay, ley lines doesn't change.
So it's a black mage. It's pretty sad. They've neglected me. I'm not aligned to your timings.
Something tells me there's gonna be some black mage changes from that little interaction right there. I don't think it'll be major, but it might.
Kind of unfortunate. The main job of the producer of the game missed out on having his timings of his ability. One of the main abilities kind of aligned to that kind of cycle.
公平に取り扱われてる。
フェアですよ。
Fair. The battle team treat every job fair.
みんながバンボンやってる間にその30秒後に次の魔物を私開いたりして。あいつ一人で何やってんだみたいな空気が調整中にはございます。
Black mage?
So like everybody else is doing their abilities and their nice cycled timing, and then 30 seconds later I come in with my ley lines and everybody's kind of looking at me weird, like what is he doing? Off timing.
ではですね、この全ジョブに共通するまあベースは 5.0 をそのまま準拠してますよ。でいろんな主力の攻撃に関わるようなアクションアビリティのリキャストが60、120にこう、寄ってますよっていうことによって結構変わるものってあるんですよ。それを頭の中にまず入れた状態で、見ていただきたいものがあるので皆さん頭の中に入ってます？大丈夫ですか？
So again, our base concept is kind of building upon that 5.0 Shadowbringers, and then a lot of the primary abilities have been aligned to kind of fall in place between 60 or 120 second cast timing. So with that in mind, there will be abilities that kind of change in accordance to those updates. So if you could keep that in mind, and there's something that I want to watch, I want you to watch as you think about that.
So are you ready? 皆さん大丈夫ですか？
では約20分ありますので、
はい。
I think we're finally getting
コ
into
メント
some
はしま
stuff.
せん。ぜひですね、ゆっくりご覧いただければと思っております。あゆみさん、ここまでまず一回トランスレーションお願いします。
はい。So we will be looking at a 20-minute footage.
Right,
None of us
20-minute
here will be
footage.
making any comments. So if you could take your time to watch the footage, and then he has more to say.
さあ、それでは、6.0 エンドウォーカーのジョブアクショントレーラーとなっております。
This is the 6.0 job action trailer.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright, for this one I'm probably going to turn the camera off. Or unlock it. Put it here. Hopefully I'm not in the way. I could be. I've definitely got my OBS pulled right now. Oh, wow. Dragoon is up first. Looks like he's got some things added to his job gauge. Oh, wow. Oh, what? What? Oh, what's this job gauge gonna do now? Start. Oh my god. That was cool. That was cool. Okay, Warrior's up next. Gap closer. We got some AoEs. He got rid of the axe to box. That move definitely looked like it probably increased the defense. Okay. He's enraged. He's got fell cleat. There's got to be something else added. Oh, wow. Big fell cleat. Okay, we got the red mage up next. Oh, wow. The job gauge once again is up. It's got different things to it. What? Oh, there's so much to digest here. Oh my god. Oh, that's a cool ability. I don't care. That's amazing. Okay, here's the big one. Okay. Shield. Looks like a team buff. Okay, more damage. Another heal slash maybe shield. A team heal or shield. Or it's definitely shield. Up, AoE. Wasn't much to the Scholar. Not too impressed by the Scholar. Oh! Oh, it looks like he's got a team buff. He pulled out his darkness. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy. Looks like the somewhat sync up abilities. The job gauge changed a little bit. Dancer. Let's see what the dancer's got now. I'm really hyped for the bard. Looks like they got rid of some of the RNG a little bit. Probably not really though. The RNG is probably definitely there. Okay. Wow. Some more dances. The machinist. They're not going to do much to the machinist, I don't think. Oh, we got a poison gun. Fire. We got 2 gauges now. Shotgun. Okay. Okay. The max. The max gauge has got stuff. Oh wow. Okay, okay. Not anything crazy. Gunbreaker. Let's see what the gunbreaker's got now. Looks like they got 3 cartridges now. If I'm correctly, there's only 2 cartridges. I want to say I have 3 now. Not too sure on that. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. Alright, the gunbreakers. Sounds like they changed the animations and sword noises now. That's good. The bard. Now I'm waiting on what the bard can do now. Maybe more buffs for the team. 3 songs. The Wanderer's Minuet. Oh wow. That looked cool. Apex arrow is what that looked like. Looked like the change animation when they clicked arrow. Alright, we got. Hopefully the buffs. Oh wow. I wonder if the songs change your moves now though. That could be definitely a thing. This is gonna be a big one as well. Looks like you can throw 2 cards out now. That's a cool damage move. Maybe you got damage cards now. I think you do. You got more cards and they do more now. Oh, that's cool. Getting shot by some stars. You can see this new little enemy too. That's like a moon bomb. Samurai. What is the samurai got now? We gonna make it more Demon Slayer like? Oh, there's a tiger. A nice move. There was a defensive gauge on his job gauge. Okay, okay, okay. I dig it, I dig it. Oh, wow. You can empower your sword more, huh? That's a cool move. Just some flashy moves for them. The white mage, I don't think much is going to be done here either. Got the blood lily up, so there's going to be something blood lily right there. Oh wow, what is that? Is that a hill over time plant? I think it is. You get 2 hills out of it. That's pretty big. Ninja. I'm looking forward to the ninja changes. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Looks like the ninja's not near as clunky anymore either. Oh, that was cool. Ninjutsus. Oh wow, I like ninja a lot. I think the black mage is gonna be pretty straightforward. Looks like flare forward. Powerful. Fire and ice. Fire, ice, and thunder. Another ice. The thunder. The blizzard. Fire and ice tornado. Fire and electric. There's an upgraded form of it. Sage. Oh, we got a shop gauge over there. I don't know how I feel about the sage so far. It's looking a little lackluster. Got some good heals. That's a cool move. We've seen it before though. A barrier. That move looked cool. Oh, you can fly with them. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Now we got the monk. Maybe the monk got some needed change. Spirit bomb. Just kidding. Oh, wow. That looked cool. I am impressed. Ooh! The summoner. This one's a big one. Okay. The job gauge is completely different. Okay. Looks like they're the same. Okay. Oh wow, Garura looks cool. Oh wow. I like that. It's more of your rotation now. Oh wow. Okay, Garuda. Or Titan. So they come out and do like one special move. And then your moves get changed. Your moves get changed into whatever primal you summon. Now we got Ifrit. Does one super move. Now you're gonna do nothing but fire moves. And then Phoenix should come out. Oh, we got a gap closer. We got some melee moves. Phoenix is here now. You no longer tell them to go anywhere. They kind of just sit next to you at all times. The Reaper. This is the job I'm looking forward to a lot. Oh, wow. Your job gauge changes a lot. That's cool. Okay. I have no idea what's going on with this job. I just know it looks really cool. We got teleport abilities. Alright, they're mixed now. Oh wow. And the Paladin's gonna be the last one. Tank stance. Stab. Cool move, cool move. That's a cool move too. It looks like a new shield bash. And then we got the wing mode. Clemency. Emboldened. Yo, the Paladin looks badass.
はい、ジョブアクション動画ご覧いただきました。
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave my camera on, but I'll be right
まあ
back.
まずはちょっと20分ぐ
That
らい
was
ですけ
crazy.
ど、いか
They're
がだ
gonna
った
deep dive
で
it,
し
but
ょ
I'll
う
be
か
right
ね。
back.
But first of all, yeah, it's a 20-minute trial, so to speak. How did everyone do?
だんだん長くなっております。So, ジョブアクションビデオ is getting longer and longer.
まあやっぱり最初にお伝えした通り、まあ5.0準拠
はい
で、まあ 正当に全体そのまま進化していきつつ、まあ主要リキャストが60、120に寄ってたりするので、あれなんかローテーション随分間隔短くなったなみたいなのがあると思うんで、まあそのあたりを順次ジョブごとにこれからご説明していこうかなと思っております。
はい。
So of course, as mentioned earlier, our basis is 5.0 and building upon Shadowbringers. And so we've kind of evolved the different actions based on that. And with the primary abilities and the recast timing kind of being aligned towards either 60 seconds or 120, you might notice that the skill rotations and the intervals between them may feel a little shorter. So we'd like to go into the different jobs now to kind of explain some of the concepts and ideas.
まあコメントで多いのはあれですね。召喚師が召喚師になっているっていうコメントが英語も含めて多いですね。
I feel like I see a lot of comments that are saying, "Oh, the summoner is now a summoner, and we're summoning," and that goes for both the Japanese and English comments that I see.
私が見た中ではアルテマウェポンかよって言ってたのがちょっと面白かったです。So are you now Ultima Weapon? That was a funny comment I found.
まあ召喚だけ尺投げずるいっていうコメントがあったんですけどまあ見せないと全部わかんないかなと思って、一応ね、一通り全部載ってるはず、召喚は。はい。
Of course, some of you may have noticed that the length that Summoner is being featured is a little longer than everybody else, and they were like, not fair. But I mean, it's quite a significant change, so we wanted to show off all that we can.
さあじゃあ皆さん頭の中にそれぞれご自身のメインジョブの映像ある程度頭に入ったと思うので、ここから、ロールのお話で、それぞれのジョブのお話っていうので、続けて全ジョブお話ししていこうかなと思います。はい。
Okay, so now upon looking at the job action trailer and having that sort of mental image of your primary job and what actions that you saw, we'd like to dive in. We'll start from the different roles and then go into the different jobs.
さあまずは、タンクからいきましょうか。パワーポイントお願いします。はい。
Okay, so jumping into the tanks on the PowerPoint.
さあではタンク全体的なお話です。
Okay, so tanks overall.
はい、まずいいですよ、出してもらって。はい、一部の防御バフに関してなんですけど、単にね、それを実行するだけじゃなくて、例えば敵のダメージの、直前に差し込むことによって、よりちょっとメリットを得られたりとか、他のアビリティと重ねて、うまく使うことで効果がねさらに付与されるとかいうちょっとテクニカルな防御バフを入れたりしてます。
So certain the certain defensive buffs, that you cast, we wanted to, of course, add some benefits to it. So not just simply like protecting yourself from, say, a tank buster or something like that, but we wanted to make it so that if you are using it in conjunction with different abilities and kind of using them in combination, it allows for greater benefits and sort of like a technical aspect to some of these defensive buffs.
なんかこれね、ジャストガードとかパリーとかやれてるんだけど、サーバークライアント型のゲームでね、さすがにそれは無謀なので、まあ、すごい効果の例えばですけど、効果の短い追加効果があるんで、敵の栄翔の半分ぐらいでもうとりあえず打っときゃいいやだと、まあ、一応軽減 10% とかは働くんですけど、その後についてる効果がちょっと無駄になるねみたいな感じなので、そこは効果を見てうまく使ってもらえるといいなって感じです。はい。
Okay, so we're not talking about something very exact like a guard just at the right timing or like a parry. That's quite difficult for something that's a client-based MMORPG online. So it's more along the lines of some additional benefit for a short amount of time after utilizing certain abilities. So before you might be thinking, oh, okay, enemy is casting. I'll just go ahead and activate this ability when it's casting. And of course, you'll still reap the benefit of, say, it's like a 10% damage mitigation, but there is a bit of a waste. And so by combining it with optimal like ability use, optimal times, you can reap even further benefits.
で、あとですね、また効果がね、それぞれちょっと異なる、自身もしくはパーティーメンバー1人に付与できる防御バフを各タンク上部持っているようになっているので、MT、ST の場合どっちでも役に立つんじゃないかなと思います。
And of course, these different effects do allow for different sort of effects that are being added to you. Some of these are a defense buff where it applies to yourself and a party member. So I think it does.
I used to be a tank man.
Regardless of you main tanking or
Definitely not a tank main now.
では次の項目なんですけど、これはねちょっと近接物理 DPS も共通なんですけど、今までウェポンスキルコンボ中にですね、例えばトマホークとか遠隔攻撃を途中に挟むとね、コンボが中断されてたんですけど、それをなくしました。
素晴らしい。
Next item was, and this kind of applies to melee DPS as well, but whenever you are activating a weapon skill combo and you insert like a tomahawk for your warrior or something like that, like a ranged attack, that would kind of break your combo chain, but we've adjusted it so that the chain is not broken.
まあ各アクションのそのアビリティのリキャストが60秒サイクル
I don't know which one was my favorite from that. Summoner was really cool.
ローテーションのこう1サイクルよりショートタイムターン
The Dragoon was really cool.
まあ全体が
The Reaper was cool.
がこうなんだろう回転数が上がるっていうのが
Sage was kind of
それに
a
合わせて
it looked cool, but
なるので結構
definitely
な
not.
んていうの攻撃してる感覚は結構強くなってるんじゃないかなと
They didn't do much to the Scholar. Sad times. Sad.
So with the different actions kind of being adjusted, so the recast timing leans closer to that 60-second intervals. Your rotations will start to feel a little bit shorter in their terms. So I think it's best to explain it as the number of times that you are attacking and the different skills are being activated kind of goes up in your rotations, and plus without those interruptions, it does give you that feeling of you are making an attack.
まあ例えばボス中心の攻撃があるので一回大きく距離を取らなきゃいけないみたいな時にやっぱりちょっとコンボが途切れるのを
I
嫌
feel
が
like
って
we're going into a lot of stuff for the
み
tanks,
たい
and
な
it's not
と
really
ころがあったと思うんですけ
my cup of tea right
ど
now.
そこはグローバルクールダウンが無駄にならないのであれば使う
Not
局
trying
面
to
って
hate
いう
on
の
it,
も
but
まあ出てくるだろうしむしろねグローバルクールダウン中にあえて避けて即戻るみたいな方がいい時もあるし、まあそこら辺はタンクを使うプレイヤースキルが少しずつ差が出てくるんじゃないかなとは思います。はい。
And so, for example, say a boss kind of has this
I can't
ranged,
watch a live ladder because spoilers.
an AoE attack that
Pyromancer.
starts from
There's
the
not really
boss and kind of goes
spoilers there, but
outward, and everybody has to kind of disperse away from the boss. Some people don't want to break their weapon skill combo and include that sort of ranged attack. But with the sort of adjustment here, now we don't have to worry about like wasting our cooldown time, global cooldown time, or in some strategies, you might have to kind of decide when you deliberately need to time your GCD so that you can avoid some of those attacks. So I think this will kind of give the tank sort of strategy a little bit of range.
さあでは3つ目なんですけど、これもですねタンクのみというよりは物理攻撃をするジョブ全般に関わってくるんですけど、ちょっとちゃんとお伝えしますね。
Same
And
item
then the
level.
third
Accompanying
item,
changes to
and
action
this
potency.
doesn't apply just to tanks, but anybody who is making some kind of physical attack.
ちょっと
カメラにしますか。
そうですね生カメにしてもらっていいですか。ですね、今までファイナルファンタジー14のベースのバトル計算式っていうものの中に、まあ皆さんねレイドとかやっててもこの攻撃は物理か魔法かみたいなよくあると思うんですけど、まあ当然物理攻撃の計算式と魔法攻撃の計算式っていうのがそれぞれ一つずつね存在してます。はい。
So of course, with Final Fantasy XIV, we have this sort of calculations of the damage that is being dealt, and there's like a base or like a fundamental formula that is applied. And I'm sure those of you raiders know to discern if an attack is a physical attack or a magical attack. And each of these have their own sort of formula to calculate the damage that is being dealt.
これは新生14アレルムリボーンを開発した時に、作ったものなんですけど、当時ねどういう風にさらにこうバトルをアップデートしていくかっていうのがいろんな可能性が取れるようにするためにこの物理攻撃っていうベース基礎計算数字と、魔法攻撃基礎計算値っていうのを、それぞれ設定してたんですね。別々に調整できるように、はい、で、こっちが魔法攻撃力だとするとこっちが物理攻撃力。魔法の方がより複雑な計算をするかもしれないっていうので、こいつの値はちょっと高かったんですね。
Look cool to me. I might go back to maining that. Dragoon look really cool.
Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 being
yeah,
sorry?
I'm definitely going back to my ninja main, honestly.
When Final Fantasy 14 was being relaunched as A Realm Reborn, we tried to make sure that the programming is it allows for future updates in the battles, and we try to leave the different possibilities open. So the fundamental sort of physical damage calculations were set up so that we have two separate formulas going on. So we have the magic damage, damage attack calculation, and then we got the physical attacks. And when we were initially thinking about these two separate ones so that we can adjust them separately, the team did determine that with the magic attacks, it does tend to be a bit more complicated in the different calculations. So the base, like the fundamental value is set just a little bit higher than the physical base fundamental numbers.
That took her a while. He was having fun with it.
この差っていうのは縮まらない基礎値だったので、もう今後バランスをきれいに揃えていくためにこのベースに使ってた物理攻撃計算式の基礎値を魔法と同じ値まで
They're pretty much going after how the magical and physical damage have different calculations, and the magical is slightly higher than the physical just because the do numbers.
Level 80, this fundamental number did not change as we raised the values. And so with this update, in order for us to make sure these are balanced, sorry, left, right, we kind of pulled up the physical base numbers so that it matches the magical damage.
Okay, so now they're even
で、
now.
じゃあそれをやるとどうなるかっていうと、物理攻撃が全体的に強くなる。
So no longer the magical is no longer more valued than physical. It's tied in the damage calculation. Okay.
でかくなると思うので、今まで使ってたそのベースが高くなった分、各アクションの威力ってところに書かれてる数字が総じて下がってます。
あ、なるほどね。
バランスをちょうど揃えるために威力の数字が落ちてます全部。はい。
So what that means is that with the base numbers being equalized, the physical attacks would naturally become stronger by default, because of course the fundamental number has been raised to match so that both of these are balanced. But that being said, we needed to calculate down so that the potency that is goes down.
なぜこの説明をこんな丁寧にね、吉田猫可愛いなみたいなそんなつもりでやってんじゃないんだよ。なんでこんな丁寧にやってるかというと、この後メディアツアーで各メディアの皆さんからスキルの多分スクリーンショットとか出ると思うんですよ。その時にあれも弱体化されてる、これも弱体化されてる、あの数字も下がった、この数字も下がった、吉田は何近接に何か恨みでもあんのかみたいになるのを避けたいんですよ。なので全体の基礎計算式が上がってるんで、その分掛け算したら高くなりすぎちゃうんで、数字は全部一律下げてるんで、そこはご了承くださいねっていう。はい。
People are saying Yoshida looks like a cat, but that's beside the point. So with the adjustment of the fundamental numbers going up, of course we have to adjust the potency number so that even if it's raised, it stays the same. So the numbers themselves look like they're low. So I wanted to bring this up because now that we're going into the media tour and we're going to have members of the media and influencers kind of play the game and see the potency, and they would take photos or screen captures of the game screen, and people might wonder, oh my gosh, have they nerfed some of these potencies? Oh no, this one has gone down too. What happened to all of these physical melee attacks? What the heck? But just please understand, the potency is noted as like a lower number, but that's only because our fundamental physical numbers have gone up, and it's to make it even out. So if it's across the board, you might notice that difference.
はい、という説明でした。これはまあタンクだけではなく物理攻撃を行う、例えば近接命令 DPS もそうだし、遠隔命令 DPS もそうです。同じことが起きるので、それはそれぞれの項目でもまた軽くは触れますけど、ご承知おきください。
But of course, again, this is not just for the tanks, but anybody who is dealing physical attacks. So that means melee, like close range DPS, as well as ranged physical DPS, will be affected by these numbers.
なんか俺をヨシニャンって呼ぶのはやめろ。
Stop calling me Yoshinyan.
Still going over the tank stuff.
それはないだろう。
I'm
That's good to see.
48 years old. Please don't call me cat.
あ、そうか。声だけだとね、機嫌悪いのってなるんで、確かに。まあ大丈夫です。ジョークなんで。はい。
And then people start to comment, oh, Yoshida sounds angry. No, don't worry, I'm not angry. I'm just joking.
はい。じゃあ続けて1ジョブ目ナイトいきましょうか。はい。
Okay,
moving on to
Paladin.
the Paladin.
We're gonna do each individual one.
まあリクエスカットの、効果をね、残り MP 上
Risk Breath Scott will now equally affect
さら
regardless
に、
of
さっき
remaining
ね
MP.
動画でも
A
ご覧い
three
ただい
attack
たと思い
combo
ます。
starting with
コンフィテオールから派生す
Meter
る
will be
三段コンボ、
Okay.
勇者みたいな三段コンボが
Three attack
追加されてます。まあ主になんで、まあこれ以外にね、もちろん多数の変更点追加あるんですけど、まあ代表
This is
的な
not the
とこ
full
ろ
list of additions and adjustments, only examples.
So of course,
Okay.
as you know, or I'm sorry, you see on the screen, Requi's Cat will now be equally effective regardless of remaining MP, and then a 3-attack combo starting with Confiteor will be added. You may have seen in the job action trailer earlier, but yeah, there's this really neat sort of combo that happens after you launch Confiteor. So yeah, those are some of the major updates. Of course, there are other multiple different adjustments that were made to the tank, but those are the main ones that we want to pick up here.
It's
まあナイトは
insane.
いわゆる正当
How
進
many
化
viewers are watching
で、
Final
まあ
Fantasy
何
right
か
now?
がめちゃくちゃ変わるっていうことはない感じです。で、基本ローテーションはただちょっとあまりにも脳死にならないように、少し工夫というか考える余地みたいなのを今回入れてあります。
So with Paladin, it's just a straight evolution, kind of keeping in the trend with Shadowbringers going into Endwalker. So it's not a drastic difference per se, but of course we don't want y'all to be brain dead as you're doing your rotation. So there are some aspects that will require some strategy, require some thinking.
で、突進のですね、インタービーンの、要は撃てる距離が、5メートル伸びて20メートルになってるので、まあ、その辺の使い勝手の向上もさせてもらってます。
And the gap closer, intervene, has been adjusted as well. There's an additional 5 yawns you can move forward. So it's a total of 20 yawns you'll jump in.
さあ、では続いて戦士いきましょう。はい。
Okay, next up is the warrior.
Okay, the warrior.
まず一つ目。選手はですね、まあ、範囲攻撃のローテーションをやるにも一定間隔で、まあ、ブレハをやらなきゃいけなかったんですけど、今回範囲コンボだけでもそもそも、バフが付与されるようになってます。付与を
They're
維
not
持
into
も
the
できる
main
の
ones
で、
I really care
なん
about
か
right
そう
now. Damage up effective
単
can
体
now
か
be
ら
triggered
範囲
and
から
extended
単体みたいな
by
ところが割とスムーズに。
combo.
And then, so with this one, the first point, damage up effects can now be triggered and extended by AoE combos. So I'm sure as you're playing Warrior, at one point you'd always have to insert Storm's Eye into it in order to kind of sustain. But we have made it so that it can be triggered and extended even if you're doing your AoE combos. So I think it's it causes for smoother transitions if you want to do like a single target rotation into like an AoE rotation and back and forth.
先ほど動画でももうすでにお気づきの方がいると思うんですけど、2つ目、オンスロートとアップヒーバルからビーストゲージ消費がなくなってます。
And then the second point, and you may have noticed this from the job action trailer, but Onslaught and Upheaval will no longer drain the beast gauge.
さらに、現象の解放の実行後に発動できる新しいアクションが追加されています。
And then there is a new action that will be available upon execution.
New action
of
will be
inner release.
And a release.
あと大きいのはですね、原初の解放のリキャストが、60秒になってます。まあその分だけ回転数が上がるので、効果回数は3回になってます。でまあ頻度は上がるんで、だるさは減るだろうなと思います。
And note with the inner release, the recast time for that will be adjusted to 60 seconds. So you will have the effects for
I'll be right
times.
None of these jobs I really care about so far.
Allow for like the frequency to be more often. So it kind of reduces that sort of dragging or lagging feeling.
あとはですね、オンスロート、さっきね、ビーストゲージ消費なくなったって言いましたけど、さらにオンスロートのチャージがタンク唯一の3なので、かつ新アクションがあれ結構遠距離からも打てるんで、実は機動力かなり高いです。
And then we mentioned about how Onslaught will not drain the beast gauge. We are also adjusting that to have a total charge of 3. And then with the new action that stems from it, it does allow for a lot of mobility.
あとは原初のタケリも今回パワーアップさせてあるので ST 性能も上がってます。
And then sorry, 原初のタケリ was I want to say nascent chaos. No, that's not it. ごめんなさい。I'm sorry.
いいよ、チェックしてから。
はい、チェックしてください。大丈夫ですよ。アクション名は難しいんですよ。
ごめんなさい、原初の。
ね、日本語と英語全く違いますからね。原初のたけり。今。
Sorry guys, it is nascent flash. Sorry about that. Nascent flash will allow for it. So if you're off tanking, it will also help you there.
はい。という感じでございます。あゆみさん大丈夫？進めて。
はい、大丈夫です。
はい。では続いて暗黒騎士いきましょう。
Okay, moving on to the Dark Knight.
まず一つ目。ソルトアースの設置位置がですね、結構こうめんどくさかったグラウンドターゲットで、自分の足元に設置して、さらにその、設置中に発生するアクションっていうのを新しく追加してます。
So with Dark Knight, Salted Earth will now affect the area immediately around you and make a new action available. You may remember you had to place your Salted Earth, but now it's going to appear where you are standing, and from there stems a new action.
まあ僕もそうだったんだけど、マクロ作ってやってたりするのが、もはや何なんだっていう感じだったんで、もう変えました。はい。
So even Yoshida had to like set up a macro so that we can place the salted earth, and so it seemed a little pointless. So we have made adjustment there.
で続いて、まあプレイヤーが新しいアクション習得するので、英雄の英神もその新アクションを使うようになりますよ。
素晴らしい。
And so the second point was your simulacrum will also gain a new action when you acquire one of the new job abilities. So your living shadow is going to learn new actions as well.
まあ暗黒は今綺麗に結構ローテ回せてるんで、極端に なんか変わるってところはないんですけど、ただブラッド・デリリアムのリキャストが、こちらも60秒になって、3回までの効果になってます。なのでやっぱりこっちも回転数は上がりますね。
And so I think with the Dark Knight, the rotations are pretty clean and straightforward. But one of the other changes that are being applied is Delirium. Recast time will be adjusted to 60 seconds, and that would be also affected up to 3 times. So again, I think frequency will go up again.
あとはプランチカットの、射程範囲も20メートルに、拡大しますね。5メートル伸びる。で、あとは新技でブラックナイトとは別に単体ターゲットの防御バフも追加されてます。
And so with Plunge, again, that is also going to extend its range another 5 yalms, so a total of 20 yalms. And then there will be a new action that's added separately from the Black Knight, would be a single target defense buff.
はい、暗黒騎士はこんなところで、続いてガンブレイカー行きましょう。
I think that's it for the Dark Knight. So moving on to Gunbreaker.
はい、まず一つ目、サベッジクロー、ビケットタロン、いわゆるあれですね、ソイルコンボですね、こちらがですね、ホットバージョンでビートファングから順次置き換わるようになってるので、これ楽になるんじゃないかなと思います。ちょっと操作量。
So the first point says Savage Claw and Wicked Talon will now swap in for Gnashing Fang on the hotbar, reducing the number of inputs. But basically, your cartridge combo that starts off with Gnashing Fang will be like a one-button combo where it will kind of replace the Savage Claw and Wicked Talon will swap in its place to do the combo.
なので、まあ、よくわかんないっていう人にとって詳しく言うと、まあ、ビートファングを使うと2段目のサベッジクローにアクションがもう自動的に置き換わるので、そのまま同じアクションを実行すると、サベッジクローで、3段目のウィケットタロンが、発動できるようになると自動的にそれも置き換わるっていうことで、ホットバーがかなり節約できるんじゃないかな。
So just to kind of explain it further, basically you like we mentioned, it's going to be a one-button sort of combo that's triggered when you start off with Gnashing Fang, and then in that same slot you'll have Savage Claw, and then once you've triggered that, you move on to Wicked Talon. So I think it'll definitely save space on your hotbar.
まあその間に挟む追撃アクションはね、これまで通りコンティニエーションからの自動置き換えなので、まあそこは継続されています。
And then for any sort of actions that are inserted in between, it will continue to be continue to be continued. It will be able to use.
さあ、次。ファーストストライクの後にコンティニエーションで、追撃可能になってます。
And then the second point clearly states continuation will be able to be used following burst strike.
そして、動画でも出てましたね、特性によりソイルが最大3スタックに、増加しております。
And then, of course, you may have noticed this in the trailer as well. A trait will raise the maximum number of cartridges to 3.
ラフディワイドの選択範囲もこれ他のタンクに合わせて5メートル延長されてます。
And then Rough Divide, of course, has been adjusted to match the other gap closers in the tanks as well.
で、やっぱりこれガンブレイカーはやっぱソイルの最大スタック数の追加っていうのがかなり大きくて、より結構戦略的になってるかなと。そのボスのタイムラインに合わせて開幕から全部使い切っていくのか、ちょっと抑えめに始めるのかっていうところは結構ポイントかなって思ってます。はい。
And then with the cartridges and the maximum stacks has been raised, I think that definitely adds an element of strategy. So you might want to decide if you want to go in full on and use up your different cartridges during the timeline, earlier in the timeline, or do you want to kind of save it for later, etc.?
Let's see if anybody's popping off in
さ
Discord
て
right
タ
now.
ンクは、おおむね以上でございます。はい。
Okay, so I think that covers all of the tanks.
Alright, covered the tanks. Now we're probably gonna go to the heat. Nope, we're going to the DPS. Fuck yes, melee DPS.
DPS 行きましょうか。
Okay, next up is the melee DPS.
お願いします。
じゃあまずメレー DPS 共通の変更点からです。一つ目、牽制の効果内容がちょっと変わります。
So first is something that applies to all melee DPS, but the effect for feint is going to change.
レイドでですね、
はい。
軽減の打ち合わせなどを盛んにヒーラーさんとタンクさんとしておりますとですね、まあ私黒魔だからなんですけど、近接さんがですね、牽制はオートアタックの痛いところに置いときますねみたいな感じにちょっとなっていたので、はい、調整をしました。
So with this feint, and this is probably applicable to a lot of you who go into raids, and Yoshida being a black mage, he would discuss beforehand with the DPS and tanks and healers to kind of talk about, okay, so when are we going to place this? And they're like, oh, feint. Maybe we'll place it where auto attack hurts the most. So we are going to adjust that.
まあでも実際うまい本当メレーの人って実際には超大技の後に来るオートアタックが実はめちゃくちゃ痛くて、タンクも防御バフ張った後なんで実は AA で落ちるがあるんですよ。なんでそこにね牽制結構効くんですけど、まあ、今回、まあ、あまりにもなので、牽制の中に魔法ダメージ減少っていう効果も少しつけました。ただ当然効果量魔法ダメージ軽減の効果量はアドルキャスターが持ってる軽減の方が大きくはなるんですけど、無駄っていうことはなくなります。
So I mean, to be fair, with some of these bosses, you know, sometimes the attack, the auto attack that follows after the
melee DPS
tank buster or the large damage,
every single one of them
hurts a lot, and it's immediately after the tank has
the
already
video's up on YouTube.
Used up their
They're now
defense
going
buff.
into
So
details of what
sometimes it does
a couple
come in really handy
examples
to
of what's
place
changed.
things right after one of those really large attacks. But so
the summoner
will,
looks amazing.
There will be an additional effect of mitigating
it doesn't
magic
look like
damage.
You have as much
Of course,
control
that being said, the proper like protection that you want to have against
on like a standard
magic damage
auto
is
attack
add-on that some of the casters would have, but
and
just
the little
just in case
carbuncle,
I think that's a handy sort of benefit to it.
But you now when you summon
続いてですね、これさっきタンクでも話しましたね。メレー DPS もそうですが、遠隔攻撃をした際に今までコンボ中断されてたんですけど、こちらも中断されないようになりますので、ご確認ください。
And then second point is similar to what we had discussed during the tank.
Everything they're
but,
showing in Walker.
The combos are not broken by ranged attacks that are inserted in between.
And then we have to look forward to what's after 6.0.
はいはい。そしてもう一個も先ほどご説明しました、武器の物理基本性能の値というのを上げてますので、全体的に攻撃力が上がった分、威力という数字に関してはその上がった分だけ落としているので、直しているわけではなくて、計算式があったので、今までと違いますよというのをご承知ください。
Be priority between physical and magic damage attributes of weapons at the same item level.
Section, but again, with the adjustment of the fundamental damage attack calculation for physical attacks, we did have to adjust the potency so that it appears that the potency number might seem smaller, but it is still the same strength. We have not nerfed it. We just wanted to match it with the sort of upward adjustment of the fundamental calculation value.
Calculation numbers have been slightly changed.
はい。 ではジョブのお話に入って
And Dragoon. That one looked really good in the trailer.
Okay, so we are moving on to the different jobs within this role. I think we're good.
まずは、竜騎士からいきましょうか。
First is the Dragoon.
はい、まあ、竜騎士はね、かなり、
AoE rotation will be expanded. Okay, okay.
回ってるので、まあ、今回まず範囲攻撃の
But
ローテーシ
just
ョンっていう
before
の
they
を
really get into this, I did not personally care for the
So
tanks.
with the Dragoon, I think
In this one,
these also have
look
a
cool.
fairly clean,
The Paladin looked amazing,
straightforward
actually.
rotation that you can
But
utilize.
definitely, in
But
my
we've kind of
opinion, the melee
expanded
DPS
upon
looked
the
really
AoE
good this
rotation.
trailer.
で、あとはウェポンスキルのコンボローテーションをきれいに
A
成
new
功させ
action
てい
will
く
be
と、
available
他の
upon
にある新しいアクション、まあ、すげえ
successfully
派手なやつ
executing
多分
weapons
出てたと思いますけ
skill
ど、はい
combo
はいはい
rotation.
はい追加されてます。
And then for the second point, a new action will be available upon successful execution of weapon skill combo rotation. It is quite flashy. You may have noticed something really cool going on in the video, but
でですね、まあ新技
It
追加
is
された
the
り、まあ
dragons.
随分時間が経って古くなっ
The
た
double dragon attack.
アクションの上位版が登場して置き換えになったりしてます。なのでボタンがねめっちゃまた増えるわみた
I
いな
really
のは
want to
な
see
い。
what they're going to say about the monk, though. The monk looked really cool.
so with this one, of course, there are just new actions that are being added with the new level cap, and then with some of the existing actions, and of course throughout the years, we've kind of upgraded some of these existing actions to become like a higher version of certain actions, and we've just kind of swapped them in place of the base skill. So it's not like we're going to be adding like additional like button
No.
presses or like additional
They're
slots
just
you have to
changing
fill.
out some of the things.
で青の流血
Definitely
は
look really cool.
今
And
回
animations
特
are
性
going to
に
be
移動しまして
updated,
です
so
ね。アク
that's
シ
the
ョン
main
として
part of
実
this.
行
The
したり、
animations aren't
維持
really.
する必要はなくなりまし
They're
た。
all going to be amazing.
And then Blood of the Dragon will now become a trait, and so there will no longer be a need to execute it as an action or to.
Well, the dragon's a
maintain
trait
it.
now.
で発動条件下、それが発動条件だった技はすべて通常時に使用可能ということで調整されております。
Okay.
So for any actions that required for the Blood of the Dragon to be activated, will be available at all times because Blood of the Dragon will be a trait.
であとはですね、スパインダイブが
Blood
2
of
チ
the
ャージ
dragon
になっているの
stuff,
で、
so
まあちょっとね移動に使いづらかったと思うんですけど、まあ移動用に1チャージ残しておけるようになって、
I mean,
溢れ
that's
なければ
really
ね
good for
ロ
the
スすることはないので、
dragoons.
1チャージ残
I
し
just
て
don't know how
お
that's
けるよう
gonna
になって
look.
います。
And then Spine Shatter Dive is going to be changed to 2 charges. And some of you might have experienced like, oh, I wish I could have used Spine Shatter to kind of move over. But now you'll have that 1 extra charge that you can probably save. So unless you kind of like waste it. But as long as you have it, you'll be able to use it.
で、
Okay, so
ランスチャー
2
ジがリキャ
charges
ス
on
ト
spine
60 秒、
shatter.
リタニーは120秒となっております。
And then Lance Charge recast will be changed to 60 seconds, and Blood Litany
Recast time is
recast will
getting
be
changed. They done
120
warned us about
seconds.
that.
はいはい、大丈夫ですかね。
はい。
じゃあ、ゆきし以上でございます。
That should be it for Dragoon.
さて、続いて文句なんですけど、文句がすいません、またでかく調整というか、いろいろ入ってまして、まず、疾風陣雷っていう、その、
Definitely the 3 melee or the 4 melees I'm looking forward to are Dragoon, Monk, the Ninja looked really cool, the Reaper looked amazing. Chacos will now be
so next
unlocked
up is
at lower
Monk.
levels.
And so
Making it an
we
easier
wanted
job
to
lower
explain
level.
this, a bit. And first of all, the gameplay element of stacking Greased Lightning will be done away with. So we are going
They're gonna have
allow
to speed it up. This is
progress
only
to
supposed to be 2
unlocked
hours.
at a lower level.
そしてですね、もう一個、新しい
They said they're on a
システ
big
ム
time frame. They
必
gotta
殺技
When
っていうの
conditions are
を、
full,
搭載する
perfect
こと
balance
にな
will
り
allow
ま
an
した。
execution of a masterful
And
blitz.
then we are
The
implementing
available
a new
blitz changes
system,
depending on the
that we
weapon skill
call
used when
Masterful
under
Blitz.
effective perfect balance.
ですね、
Kind of
もう具
like
体
the
的に格闘されてるん
ninjas,
ですけど、まず新しく
ninjutsu.
3つのチャクラっていうものが、
うん
出てきます。
So I mean, it's been adjusted fairly significantly overall, but just going into a bit, we will have 3 chakras.
で、さらに、
うん
陰と陽2つの闘気があって、
And then so there will be like a yin and a yang.
その組み合わせによって必殺技の中身が変わります。
And so getting like a balance of those chakras and the 2 different types of it will allow for the different skills to be activated.
ちょっと待ってね。
はい
Wait a moment.
ちょっと分かりづらいよね。で、まあ、チャクラを付与する仕組みって踏みだりが起動条件になってるんですけど、
はい
踏みだりが、2スタック、チャージのアクションになってます。
So with this chakra system, you will need to activate it using perfect balance, but perfect balance is going to be a charge action that can stack up to 2.
しかも、チャージタイム40秒なので回転が早いです。
And each stack is charged up every 40 seconds, so it's quite fast.
で、手数で押すっていうコンセプトは変わってないです。ただ必殺技が入って忙しさがめっちゃ上がるんで、
はい
聖剣好きと
うん
総称打の2つは方向指定が今回なくなりました。
And so, of course, the concept of trying to rush with the different skills that you activate and quickly going through these different skills has not changed. But with the implementation of Masterful Blitz, it does get a lot busier. So we have adjusted True Strike and Twin Snakes to not have like a directional condition.
いいですよね、
うん
ここまでいいです、
大丈夫です。
で、長年気持ちは良かったんですけど、
は
羅刹章がですね今回なくなっております。
And I know a lot of you had enjoyed using this and it felt great, but we will be taking shoulder tackle away.
ただ純粋に新しい移動技突進技が追加されるんですけど、
うん
殴りません。
But in its place, we will be adding a gap closer or like a rush action per se. It will not be something that you use your fist.
ただ味方ターゲットして移動もできるので、味
But it is
方にその味方が離れてくれたやつにまあ魔文みたいなステップみたいなもんですね。
なるほどなるほど。
ステップして即ボスへみたいな使い方ができる感じです。
But with this rush sort of movement, it is going to be simply for moving around, but you can also target your ally or your party member to rush over to them. So say you needed to kind of go towards somebody who had dispersed and went off into the distance, you can rush over to them. So kind of like there's an action that's similar in the Black Mage's kit, but you can go in there to kind of close your distance with your party member.
まあクローマの場合だと魔文を置いておいてモルゴルにステップした後魔文に戻ることできるんだけど、今回敵もターゲットできるので、敵から味方へ味方から敵へっていうのができるんで、そんな感じで、まあなので羅刹でこう味方殴ってしまうわけにいかんので、
そうですね。
はい、殴らない技になって。
So I mean, with the Black Mage though, you would place the ley lines and then take a step and rush into your party member and then just go back to the ley lines. But with this new monk action, you can target where you're going to be moving to. So it's not just like a going back and forth. You can target your ally to rush over to them and then maybe run towards the enemy. So because of that, and you will be able to target your party members. You don't want to shoulder tackle your allies, but
いや味方は殴っちゃいけませんよねっていう話ですね。はい。
さあちょっと文句の必殺技
Get
だ
to
け
the ninja. I want to see the
や
ninja.
ったぜ。
The samurai was cool, but the ninja was better.
よし。もう説明じゃちょっとわかんないと思うんで。
we want to show off an example of Masterful Blitz on the gameplay screen, because I think just explaining it with words might not be
Okay, so we're gonna
optimal
get
in,
more.
in terms of trying to get the message across.
切り替えてよくなってやってください。はい。わ
Okay, Yoshi P doing some monk gameplay real
あ。
quick.
なんだこれ。
He's showing us the
Everything
Masterful
looks
Blitz.
new.
He's showing off the area a little bit.
ね。新しい
Because it's a new area.
new area, new BGM。
まあ当然ですけど、お伝えしてあるデノミネーションって入ってる状態なので、
はい。
もう全体ギューってね、数字が縮んだ状態です。
And just a word of note, downscaling has been already implemented in this build, so please don't be surprised if the numbers feel a lot more compact.
はい。
Oh wow.
こんな感じです。今の3スタックだと。
So as you can see, that's the 3 stacks.
まあテクニカルではあるとは思いますけど、はい、30秒でチャージされます。で必殺技だけありますよ。
Quite technical with a 30-second charge. So let me show you the Masterful Blitz.
はい、お願いします。Yes, please.
ウニなり。
It's a back positional, a flank. Okay.
ここに
Okay.
これ溜まってんの見えますかね、3つ。
Can you see
he's
the
talking about the
3 kind of
symbols.
below that chakra gauge, kind of glowing there?
はい。これがチャクラですね。で、ここに必殺技が出てるんで、
おお。
これ3つ違う
Wow.
チャクラを
So it is kind of like the ninjutsus
Ah.
or the mudras.
必殺技。
And
Just
so
slightly
once the
different for the
charged,
monks.
up to 3 chakras that are opened up, you can unleash your Masterful Blitz.
で、それ今1個使ったことによって、
はい。
陽
よ
の
陽の陽ですね。はい。
陶器がついておりますね。
ははは。
So, of course, once we have used that stack of 3, we now have an element that's associated with it. Between the yin and the yang, it's yang at this time.
で、
Okay.
例えばね、3つとも同じ。
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, the moves change.
So, we have something there right now. But another example is if we have 3 of the same.
うん。今イン
インがついてますね。
はい。
Yin.
インはいいんですよ。
インの陶器が
はい。インの陶器。
インの陶器がついてます。
The yin and yang. It wasn't in my glossary, so I'm going with yin and
そう
yang.
ね、
But
まだないもんね。で、この状態で、
はい。
さらにチャクラをつけて、
あは。
はい。一番
Okay, so the Masterful Blitz is a combo that can get
and
changed
now you have
depending
the
on
other
what
side,
you
and then you
move
stack
to.
your 3 chakras again, and then you unleash a pretty flashy move there in your Masterful Blitz.
なるほど。
はい。 というわけで忙しいので、まあこの
We are
え
fighting
ー事件好きと
people.
えー
Yeah,
そうだだけ
you're fighting
まあ他は残って
people.
ます。
なるほど。
はい。
But yes, so as you can see, it is quite busy with trying to maintain that gauge. So that's why we adjusted the two, True Strike and Twin Snakes, to not be restricted to a particular direction.
ではこれ以上はね、
はい
メディアの皆さんの
そうですね。
仕事を奪ってしまう。
So I think we will leave it at that, and we don't want to take away from the media and influencers content. So
はい。以上となります。
Alright, so Yoshi-P's like, I want people to dissect this, so we're not
も
going
う
to
パワ
take
ポに
it
戻っ
away.
ている。
はい、パワーポイン
just
トです。
はい。さあでは続い
I
て
respect that.
侍行きましょうか。
お願いします。
Now, this is the one of all the
Samurai?
melee DPSs that I don't really care for.
一
I
つ
found
目
the Samurai kind of boring to play, in my opinion.
人風とシフで
Effects granted by
付与でき
Jinpu
る
Shifu
バフを
can
範囲
now
攻
be
撃で付与できるようにな
applied
ったの
to
で、
AoE
これ戦
combos.
士とも同じですね。範囲めっちゃだるかったと思うので、ここは相当快適になるんじゃないかなと思います。
So first one is effects granted by Jinpu and Shifu can now also be applied by AoE combos. This is kind of similar to the warrior, but when you're doing your AoEs, it won't be so like not boring, but like
Why you gotta
strenuous
be
and time
so
consuming because
rude?
the
Don't you know
effects
I'm
are applied
human
to AoE combos as well.
too?
新たな居合術と、まあ、つまべ返しに相当するアクション、新たに追加されております。
A new EI jutsu and an action in the vein of Tsubame Gaishi will be
Satsubane
available.
Gaishi will be available. Okay. That one seemed pretty straightforward. I think they're crunching now and trying to rush them.
いやもう竜騎士のコメントがね結構言って、もちろん竜騎士もねちゃんと範囲書きましたね。範囲のローテーションちゃんと拡張されてるんで、
そうです。
竜さんも大丈夫ですよ。はい。
People seem to be concerned about the Dragoon, but I did mention, right? I did write it down. We have expanded upon the AoEs.
パポに書いてあるんでご確認ください。
It's on the PowerPoint. Don't worry. Please check.
で、ですね、侍なんですけど、
I think the
やっぱ
Dragoon
プロ
has
メレ
nothing to
DPS と
worry
し
about. I think
て
it's
思い
going
切
to
り正
become a
当進化。
top tier.
So with the samurai, of course, we wanted to kind of expand upon that pure melee DPS.
新技追加がまあ主なんですけど、ツバメ返し、それから明鏡止水のが2チャージのアクションになってるので、コンテンツに合わせてのね、開幕バーストとか調整の余地っていうのは結構増えたかなと思います。
And of course, with the samurai, because it's just a straightforward sort of evolution from the last expansion, we have just primarily added new actions. But the Tsubame
Okay, Samurai's just got new actions.
Meikyo Shisui have become stackable to 2 charges. So
And the
whenever you go
charges and some
into a
abilities.
particular content and you want to go into a fight with that sort of burst of attack, there is a bit of wiggle room if you wanted to like make adjustments there.
で、明鏡止水状態ではですね、コンボの3段目に該当するアクションを打つと、コンボ2段目のバフが得られる。明鏡止水の状態の時だけですけどね。そんな風になってるんで、使い勝手自体も向上してると思います。
And then when you are under the effect of Meikyo Shisui, and then you go into that third phase of your combo rotation, you will be granted the effects of that second combo action. So we're hoping that that will allow for ease of use to be improved.
はい。はい、はい。じゃあ、侍は以上でございます。
はい。
Okay, so that covers the samurai.
Okay, now we're on to my one that
で
I
は
care about.
続いて忍者です。
The ninja.
Next up is ninja.
こちらまず一つ目ですけど、フートン、
Actions linked to Raiton, Doton, and
それぞ
Huton
れ
will
に
be added.
それらをベースとするアクションというのを追加しております。
New abilities.
So with this one, actions linked to Raiton, Doton, and Huton will be added.
で、あとはですね、アクションで、フートンを付与できるっていうものが追加されているので、フートン
An action making it easier to apply Doton will be
なるほど思い
added.
ます。
And then an action making it easier to apply Huton would be added. So whenever you do want to sort of apply or keep Huton, and it should allow for you to do that.
まあ結構すでに忙しいジョブですし、
はい
まあそもそも忍術なんてミスしてられないし、これ以上忙しくならないようにしてあります。
And of course, with the ninja, it is quite busy. And of course, you can't miss any of those ninjutsus that you are doing. So we tried our best not to make it even busier than it is already.
ツイッチに4因は勘弁してくれって書いてあるんですけど、残念、4因はございません。
なるほど。
はい。
People are saying, "Oh, we don't want the fourth sigil," but don't worry, we do not have that.
かつですね、今回映画がなくなっております。ですので、ドットがなくなりました。
And of course, we have done away with Shadow Fang, so the dot will be gone.
ドトンやライトンの追加
The
で、
ninja
まあ、
lost
さっ
a
きね、
dot.
新たな攻撃、まあ、これ動画にもありましたね。
はい、
で、分身の術の効果時間中に使える専用アクションなんかも、追加されたりしております。
And then, of course, as mentioned, there are some new actions that are linked to Doton and Raijin, as you may have seen in the video. And then when you are using the I'm sorry. Whenever you're using the Bunshin, there is going to be a specific action that will be added to that as well.
はい。大体忍者以上で、
はい、ありがとうございます。
That should cover ninja.
はい。
Ninja was
そ
so
して
quick, I don't like that.
近接メロディペース最後は、こちらで
The
ございます。
Reaper, the newest
出ました
boy.
新ジョブ
He
リーパ
gets
ー
a
でござい
big
ます。
chart.
はい。
Last but not least, this is our new melee DPS job, Reaper.
まずですね、お伝えしていきましょう。両手釜、新しい武器、両手釜による攻撃、まあ自分自身の攻撃と、まあ自分にくっついてきてるアバターという、キャラクターとの連携で攻撃をしていきます。で、最終的にはアバターを自分自身に表示させて、まあ、融合するみたいなことができます。
So of course, with Reaper, they use the scythe, like a double-handed scythe, to attack. So you have your own attacks that you are unleashing, and then you have the avatar that will also
Alright,
attack at the
after
same time.
the
So you're
melee
attacking in
DPSs,
tandem,
I'm probably gonna
and
play
then
some games.
Plus, you will be able to.
I
service the
don't really
avatar's
care for the
vessel,
casters. They look
and so
cool,
you allow for it to kind of possess you.
but I
to
kind of
unleash
want to
even
get to some
more
gameplay.
powerful attacks.
Also, like the range DPS, but I think the melee DPS won me over for this expansion.
Just one. One.
So I'm probably gonna practice my ninja or
job that
dragoon.
does this. It's able to grant enhancements to party. Sorry, this is the only like synergy related action that this job has.
まあそう動画でもね、なんか
Okay, the Reaper has synergy things for the party.
まがまがしいもの
That's pretty
に
good.
撮ってましたね、なんかね。
You may have noticed in the video, Reaper was trying to take something out of the bard. It looked kind of ominous.
で、まあ移動結構特徴的だったりもするんですけど、どうぞ。 特定の状況で、結構役立つアクションとか特徴的な動作をするアクションが結構多いです。今までちょっとまたタイプが違いますね。やっぱ新色だけあって。
はい。
And you may have also noticed this in the video, but some of the movements that the Reaper does is quite unique as well. And so it says here, unique and specialized actions give them an edge in specific combat situations.
ざっくりですね、流れのイメージをちょっと口頭でね、まずご説明しようと思います。
はい。
So just a very rough and sort of general explanation of the flow here.
まずこの画面にある2つのゲージなんですけど、1つがソウルゲージ。
Messing around on my camera.
So if you take a look at the job HUD there, you see two different sort of gauges. But one of them, the top one, is the soul gauge.
Soul
で、
gauge.
ソウルゲージを貯めて、アバターと一緒に攻撃ウェポンスキルを使う。その、ソウルゲージを消費してね。
And then, so you would charge up the soul gauge in order to unleash different attacks. And this also applies to some of the attacks that you unleash together with your avatar. And that would sort of deplete some of the charge that is built up in the soul gauge.
で、そのアバターと一緒に戦うとシュラウドゲージっていうのが今度はたまるので、それが一定以上たまるとアバターと融合できるようになるので、最終的にはアバターと融合してさらに特別なコンボをぶっ放していくみたいなのが基本になります。
And then once you unleash the weapon skills using your own attacks plus the avatar, then a second gauge starts to fill up. That is the shroud gauge. And with this accumulating charge, then it will eventually allow for you to kind of let the avatar kind of merge with you. You would become the avatar's vessel, and then you are able to unleash even stronger special combos. So that's kind of like the basic flow.
どちらかというと、ピュア DPS に近いです。結果。そうなります。
So, because of that,
melee
I think
DPS is over
lean
finally?
towards that sort of pure melee DPS. It kind of resulted in that way.
侍の方がピュアではありますけど、侍と同等のピュアメレー DPS とは言わないですけど、ピュアよりです。
I don't think the Reaper is gonna overtake the Samurai
Of course,
in
our
damage.
samurai is definitely a pure melee DPS. So it's not quite as extreme as the samurai, but I think it does skew towards that sort of melee, pure melee.
じゃあこちらも見ないとわかんない。
I think the ninja and the Reaper will be
わからない
interchangeable.
ですね。
吉田見ないとわかんないっていう。
That it'll be Dragoon and Reaper
見てみましょうか。
And I think I see a lot of comments in YouTube, I think, saying that, oh, but we won't understand unless you show it to us, please. Peek. Show us just a little bit. So allow us to show it on the gameplay screen.
さあどうぞ。
Hey, we get to see more Reaper stuff.
こちらが。
Look at it, he's a cute little Reaper.
Yeah. She has size.
これどっかのプロデューサー兼ディレクターがステージで来て社長と一緒に並んで写ってる写真でなんだこの会社って言われてた。
Oh, this reminds me of a certain outfit that a certain producer director of a game had worn at a certain event and stood next to our CEO and made people wonder, what kind of game is this?
Okay. Let me see what this job can do.
しますね。
ほい。
So just a rough overview and kind of take you step by step.
お願いします。Yes, please.
準備をします。
Sorry, one moment. We're gonna prep.
でこれ一個ね、アビリティじゃね、シナジのやつね。
Oh, wow.
でなん
We
か
have applied the synergistic
レバーを
ability.
入れました。
Then apply the debuff.
で、
おう。
Backside.
This job in game looks
sorry,
beautiful.
Side attack and then back attack. Oops. I think we ran out of charge, sorry.
でこう殴っていくと、まずさっきのソウルゲージが溜まりますね。
So as you can see, when you continue to hit the enemy, the soul gauge kind of fills up.
I really like this job.
でアバターを使って、
おう。
でこんな形でこう難しいの通訳挟むタイミング。
Sorry, it's kind of hard to jump in with the translations, but
でこれでシュラウドゲージが50に、アバターを使えば使うほどシュラウドゲージが溜まると思
That
う。
gauge is at 50.
but again, just a
imagining he
reminder,
can reach.
once you attack using your avatar, the shroud gauge starts to fill up.
で、これですね。変身します。
And transform.
こんな感じです。
わ
They're so cool.
これちゃんとね、皆さんのキャラがこのモードに
How long does it
あります。
last?
But yeah, each of your characters will take on its own form, or not its own form, but I'm sorry, it's going to take form, and it'll still be your character.
あ。完全にダークサイドになりました。
落ちてます。
Yeah, now, yeah, he completely fall into the dark side.
Yes, totally.
これはいい中二って書いてある。
Alright.
ちょっと嬉しいです。
I think I've seen enough. The Reaper's cool. I think it's gonna be very good
emo.
to a degree.
でちょっと移動アクションなんですけど、
はい
変わってまして、このポジションから向いている進行方向に対して前に移動するアクションと、
はい
後ろに移動するアクションがあり
I
ます。
wish I would have got to see the ninja in game. That would have
So
been
as
cool.
for a gap closer, there's a move where it'll allow for you to move towards like forward, and then there's a way to move kind of backwards.
はい。
でその位置にですね、ゲートを開けておくことができる一定時間勝手に残るんですけど、これでここにゲートが残ってます。
はい。
はい。
So basically, you'll be opening a gate of sort, like a rift that you can go through, and it stays open for a certain amount of time.
で、ゲートが閉じる前であれば、戻る。
Oh, we're gonna have to get all the way to level 90.
So if you are able to move before the gate closes up, you can go back to whatever position you started off from.
That's cool. I like that.
まあ僕今調整メインで別にリーパー使ってるわけじゃないんですけど、調整でリーパー使ってる子はですね、アンチにあらかじめ一旦ゲートを置いておいて、
はい、
ギリギリまで殴って戻るみたいなことやってました、ね。
なるほど。
Of course, right now we're just making adjustments to it, so it's not like this is a main job or anything. But a way to go about using this gate is to kind of leave it where it's in front of like an enemy of sorts, and then you close the gap towards them, hit them, and then go back.
じゃあどうしようかな。
What is this? What's he doing?
違う。
Okay.
ちょっとここから早いですよ。融合した後。
Really quickly after letting the avatar take over.
すごい。Yeah, it's very fast.
融合するとちょっとプレイ速度 変わるので、
うん、
結構テクニカルですね。で今までのようにそのなんだろう単体技でゲージを貯めてってよりは、このソウルスライスとか割とチャージアクション使って一気に50貯めて長めにこうソウルゲージを貯めてようやく呼び出してみたいな感じじゃなくて、どんどん切り替えていくことになるんで、プレイ感今までとかなり違います。
But with the tempo of these different actions that you have to do, it is quite fast. So it does require a lot of like technical aspect of it. And it's not necessarily like a single target all the time. Sometimes it's like a soul slice, and adding some different abilities in there. It's not like an endurance thing. Like you don't like build and build and build and build and unleash at one time, but it's quite fast. So
Fast.
I
It's a
think the play
fast-paced
style
job.
is quite different from what we had previous with it compared to any of the existing jobs.
でもなんだろう、一通り当然全部触ってますけど、テンポはすごい気持ちよくてね、楽しかったっす。
That being said, looking at the different jobs, this one included, the tempo
He's
does feel
gotta
really
be
good.
close to
So I
being
think it is quite
done.
interesting.
Thought they only had 2 hours.
これはね結構やり込んでいただけるんじゃないかなと思います。
And so I think the more you get your hands on it and try it out, I think it's something that you can kind of master and try to make the most out of it because it is quite fun.
Mid-max.
ガス欠にならないようにしていかなきゃいけないんでね。だからまあ人気がきっと出るだろうなと思って、もうちょっと優しめにしたかったんですけど、意外となんだろういい感じの難しさになったかなとは思うんで、まあ練習したらしただけ面白いかなとは思うんで。
But of course, you have to be mindful of like resource management and making sure that your gauges are up and you're going through this properly, managing it properly. And of course, with this being a new job, very flashy moves, we expect it to be very popular. And so we were torn about making it a little bit less challenging, so to speak. But I don't know, I think it's a good kind of difficult. And again, it's something that would be fun to kind of master. And the more you delve deeper into it, the more I feel like you can get out of it.
まあベースのコンボには方向指定がないんですけど、
I'm gonna play some Valorant
アバ
after
ター
this,
である
honestly.
技みたいな時は方向指定が存在する
Our
ものも
Final
あります。
Fantasy
なんか
week
そこは
can
どっちか
start,
という
or
と
our
味付け
Final
ですね。
Fantasy can start
Hi.
tomorrow.
Of course, the base combo doesn't require any sort of directionals, but once you start involving your avatar, there will be. So be careful of that. But I think it's
Okay,
just, it
so
adds
the Reaper
flavor
has
to the different abilities that you're
positionals.
unleashing.
簡単じゃんって今度コメントがあるんだけど、さっき言ったように早く高速移動しながらなんだろう高速で回さなきゃいけない中で出てくるんで、しかもさっき使ったのどっちだっけとか出てくるんで、そんなに簡単ではなかったですよ。はい。
Felt lucky.
And then we also have those people saying, oh, but it's an easy job in the comments, which is not true. You are going to be moving around the battlefield pretty quickly, and you're also trying to get through your rotations very quickly. So, and you also have to remember, okay, so I've used this skill, so where does it connect to next? So it's not easy per se.
今ね YouTube でね LB3 を見せてくれるコメントが始まると Twitch もそうなんですけど、残念ながらですね、僕今日今使ってるこのメディアツアーのワールドはですね、デバッグコマンドの LB3 フリーが使えないんですよ、残念ながら。
I also see comments saying that, oh, we want to see Limit Break 3, but I'm afraid this is in this world that we created for the media tour, we don't have the debug command to unleash the LB3, or we don't have the debug command LB3 freeze. So sorry, I'm not able to show it to you.
ただですね、もうすでに公開しているベンチマークトレーラーの最後に、ゼノスが使ってるなんかすごいやつが、リーパーの LB3 です。
ああ、なるほど。
はい。
But that being said, you may have seen the benchmark trailer, but when you see Xenos at the end, and he does this really flashy move, that is the Reaper's LB3.
なのであれをご覧いただくと LB3、リーパーの LB3 がこういうやつかっていうのがわかります。はい。
So I think that would be a good reference if you want to see what the Reaper's LB3 looks like.
はい。ではちょっとこれでリーパー終わりにしようと思うんですけど、はい、2時間になるんで、
そうなんです。
3休憩と。
はい。なので、ここらで一旦ちょっと手短に10分ぐらい、10分休憩ぐらいを一回挟みたいなと。で、休憩明けたら残りの遠隔シリーズの DPS とヒーラーに行こう。
全然4時間どころじゃねえな。
おかしいな。数字で言いますと、当初思ってたら今40分ぐらい押してます。はい。いや、かかるもんですね。
So we have actually clocked in about 2 hours now, and we haven't gotten through all the. Well, we've gotten through the melee DPS, but I think we would like to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll jump back into the remaining DPS. Yeah, we're on about a 40-minute delay at this point, so I think we want to take a quick break.
ですので、ここから10分間休憩
They've been doing it for 2 hours and they want a break.
予定外のマジ休憩なので、お供は特にございません。本当の休憩でございます。So now we want to.
Wow, they're taking a break. I think we're gonna go ahead and play Valorant. I care about the other jobs, but I feel like I don't want to sit here and keep. I definitely want to make a video out of some of this stuff. So we're definitely just gonna stop it right there and just go play some Valorant, honestly. Where is it? Final Fantasy. But that stuff did look really cool. Definitely not Pinball. It's definitely cool. Are you hyped for Endwalker? 100% yes. Only one vote though. A lot of people that stopped by didn't really vote. But I'm not gonna take that against them. But with that being said, I'm gonna be right back as Valorant opens and let it do its thing. BRB. I am back, stream. Okay, I gotta warm up my shot a little bit. That would be first and foremost. It was warm at some point, but then I was going to do live action.
Match found.
That was quick.
Death match. Warm up.
What the hell? They spawned next to me? What the?
Oh, surrounded by minha familia.
Minha
We
familia.
won't lose.
Fight.
Let's make some chaos.
Oh, wow.
Dominating.
I don't really like doing a deathmatch as a warm-up, in my opinion. Okay, first of all, I'm being shot from 2 different directions. Damn it. Look at this. I'm fucking trash. What the fuck? Let me sit forward. shot's 10 times better. Just because it's...
See ya!
Dominating.
Boom.
I'm fucking getting shot from everywhere.
Engineer killed.
This kind of sounds like he's trying to up.
Dominating. Ten kills remaining.
Is everybody just gonna use ops? Like,
Snuff out.
5 kills remaining.
Next.
One kill remaining.
I didn't play bad. I definitely think. Definitely think I could play a little bit better, but I think my Vandal shot is a lot better than my other shot. He just fucking ops, so. We can play a couple of competitive matches. I'm big chill right now, so.
Match found.
That's over here. That over there.
Oh, daddy. Yo, could we get a Sky or Sage? Please.
Yo, can I go join your guys' clan? Tempest?
Yeah, I want to join Tin Puss.
Vroom.
Reina, there are better ways to survive than your path.
I'm so ashamed. Pobre de mí.
Icebox. KNG King. Can do this. Excuse me.
Scanning ahead.
I think it's A.
A.
They're on site.
Multiple enemies A.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Bro, what the fuck? They just went in with shorties and won. How the hell?
Well, first of all, how the hell did they get on site? That's fucking sad that they even got on site.
Need a drop. I'm saving. You're mine right now.
Revealing area.
Cover going out.
Found them.
Enemy spotted A.
Where'd they rotate?
Opponent killed. Rest.
Nice kills.
Spike planted.
Nobody is watching site. Like, are y'all fucking kidding me?
I hear one here.
Enemy spotted B.
Revealing area.
Enemy spotted B. Enemy spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
She's bottom, like on the
Reloading. Reloading.
Flawless.
They died underneath our boots. Keep yourself together. You can't
I
fall
haven't got
apart
killed.
now.
I've only died once, so we're not big worried right now. Definitely just kind of
Gun
big
here.
chilling. I'm not gonna full buy. Fuck, I should have took that Spectre.
Beat them back. Scanning ahead. Found them. Right here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Count on me.
Got me
Reloading.
2 kills and I sat in
I
the
know
corner.
what must be done.
2 kills and all I see is sat in the corner. I said 2 kills and I sat in the corner.
Run. Cover
Scanning
going out.
ahead.
Enemy spotted mid.
Spike down B.
Spike spotted B.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
We won because we were focused. Keep that.
I got me 2 kills and a button in my pocket. 2 kills and a button in my pocket.
Ooh, I can buy someone. Oh, no, we don't need to buy.
Nobody died last round. Not that I know. Yeah.
Revealing area.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted mid. Enemy
They're all
spotted.
mid.
Still in sight.
Sage, can you res?
We're opping mid.
No more.
What's going on?
Spike planted. Finished. Last player standing.
If you're not a good
Need a
shot
drop.
today, don't worry.
Thank
There
you.
are other ways to be useful.
My main problem right now is Jet went off with the op. Plus, I think that was a bad angle for me to peek. I don't think I
I
should
will
peek.
rip the light from them. I'm buying.
Revealing area.
Cover going out.
There they are.
Cover going
For hellfire! The hunt begins!
blinding. Scatter.
Spike planted.
Where did Omen go?
Last player standing.
Dog,
Flawless.
you're fucking stupid. You're supposed to fucking
They
keep him on
demand
the
a
site
fight.
and you let him
Who are we to
run
disobey?
on site? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. I'm not playing like that again. I don't like that. I'm gonna shoot this and play this angle.
I'm buying.
This. Well, actually, no. If he's gonna watch there with that fucking gun, then I need to watch a different angle. Maybe this.
Scanning ahead.
Many enemies B.
Okay, that's good.
Shadows traveling.
Finished. Dead.
Rotated, I think.
Ah, fucking play. She
Spike
should've
planted.
died. I'm tired of people playing with the fucking ops. I hate ops just because they're fucking one shot.
Cover going out.
What you do.
One enemy remaining. Scattering their vision. Still in sight. Last player standing. Don't rush me.
Stay taut as a bowstring. The
I don't want
fight
to talk about
demands
it.
it.
I forgot about it.
Need a drop. Thank you.
I've been shot by the every fucking round. I can get some kills.
Sage, I'm coming.
Scanning ahead.
Traveling.
Oh.
Spike down B.
Spike spotted B.
Last player standing.
Brimstone's on fucking A.
Your duty is not over.
Second. Reloading.
Spike planted.
Shadows traveling. Watch them run. Cover going out.
Last player standing. Clutch.
That was fun.
We won the round.
Together, we will bury them under their transgressions.
Keep up.
Revealing area.
Traveling.
Our jet had to get off.
Spike down B.
Clean.
Enemy spotted.
I am the hunter!
One enemy remaining.
Enemies.
40.
Revealing area.
He's only 6 HP then.
Be still.
Grab the up, behind you.
Continue on our path. It is righteous.
Gun here.
Got 2 kills, 2K. What I got 3.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Keep them out.
Shadows.
Scanning
Get out
ahead.
of my way.
Let's be hard push. Just gonna be kitchen. Or not.
Spike planted.
Cover going out.
Last player standing.
Standing ahead.
Wait until I blind them to strike.
I don't want to pull that. I'm fine with that. I mean, I guess the main problem now is just the fact that we're down a teammate.
Revealing area.
B.
Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
Well, they're not.
Spike planted.
Oh, shit.
Last round in the half.
We cannot keep our goods after this. Spend all.
My eco's gonna be good. I don't think going for the flame rock call right there. I probably should have just pushed.
I'll find them. Revealing area. Right here. Right here.
Spike
Scanning ahead. I am the hunter!
Enemy spotted B.
They will cover.
Got shot from the side. This isn't going too well, but
Last player standing.
Prepare for hellfire!
Switching sides.
yeah, man, after all, put the blame on me. Oh, I don't want an AK. Sorry. Don't AK in a game. Don't play a game if you have to go to bed. If you have bedtime, don't even play games.
Revealing area.
Shadows traveling.
Someone's gonna be nest.
Enemy spotted A.
Enemy down.
Enemy spotted A.
Scanning ahead.
Enemy spotted A.
Reloading. Enemy spotted.
One enemy remaining.
Four down.
Here.
A.
Good shit.
Must I do everything?
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
I can't believe that shit happened to me. I don't know, put the blame on Donald Duck.
Together.
Scanning ahead.
We're going out.
Take flight.
One dead.
Last player standing.
Enemy spotted A.
We're really gonna play this shotgun bullshit, huh?
We are strong because we are together. Don't forget that.
I'm saving.
Cutting their vision.
Cover going out.
Eliminate. Your duty is not over. Barrier created.
Reloading.
Jets grounded.
I thought it was a save round.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
This is pissing me off.
Their lives are
shit.
so meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
There.
We survive.
Shadows traveling.
Careful.
Revealing area.
B. For you.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Enemy spotted B.
Cover going out.
Wall raised.
Prepare for hellfire.
One enemy remaining.
Cover going out.
You were pitiful.
Enemies close. Eyes
That
up.
was an op. We should have picked up the op. We missed an op.
Can someone get this?
Thank you.
Let us hunt.
There.
Revealing area.
Careful here.
They're cubby.
Right here. Gone.
Last
spike
player
carrier is dead.
standing. Spike down A.
No more.
One enemy remaining. A.
So,
that it?
my god, I wanna suck your
Bro,
cock.
what the? You're so hot.
Their backs will be towards at least one of us.
Oh, I just aced that shit. I
Hey,
just
what the
aced
fuck?
it.
You're actually so hot. What the? Oh no, how big is your cock actually, Silva? How big is your cock?
This.
Hey yo, can you buy me soba? Thank you.
2 inches on a good day. That's
Scanning
not good
ahead.
enough for me.
Spikes down. Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
I have the spike.
I am the hunter!
Fucking flank.
Silence.
That sucks. After I just did that neat shit right there. Clutching. Oh, well shit. They're popping off.
Get out of my way!
Last player standing. Spike down A.
In the corner.
I thought Joe was behind me.
Act on my intel. Don't give them time to reposition.
I really need to learn to use my ADS in long range. Since I'm not long range.
Revealing area.
They will cower.
Enemy spotted A.
You're coming.
One enemy remaining.
Like, go other side. Go
Scanning
other side.
ahead.
Other side.
Spike planted.
Scanning ahead. A bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old ways are best.
Dude, that.
Toss that one. That's fucking neat. Been streaming for 2.5 hours now.
For you,
They're probably down with the live line now too.
Revealing area.
Watch out behind.
Yep. So they don't watch thing.
Die.
Enemy and attackers.
So watch out.
Spike down A.
Right here.
140 on Sage.
Let's go B. Let's go B.
Oh man, you could TP
Right
B.
here.
So Sage is probably alone at A. I'm stunned to B.
Revealing area.
Shadows traveling. Spike planted.
Right here.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Careful.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
Good shit, guys. Good teamwork.
Wait until I blind them to strike.
Woo! We can win this.
Need a
We
drop.
can win this. Up close, tap, far away, ADS.
Fight!
Revealing area. Enemy down.
Damn, that bulldog.
Dust. Die.
Many enemies A.
Scanning ahead. Found them. Shock dart. Shock dart. Our
Last
strategy is
player
dead.
standing. Spike down A. Seconds left.
Out of charges.
One enemy remaining. 10 seconds left. Clutch.
I'm sure.
Fucking shot her in the head. I killed her.
They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
We just gotta win 2 more. I think it's a little fucking dumb we had an AFK.
Revealing area.
Enemy spotted A.
140 on Sage.
Wall raised.
Scanning ahead.
Hellfire! Cover going out.
Sleep, brother.
Be gone.
One enemy remaining.
She's done.
Match point.
Fucking clutching it
Towards
up out
their
here.
eternal rest.
Fuck yes, I'm doing it. I've done figured this shit out for me, man. I love the ADS on these guns. I need to start using them more. Play safe, they have no money.
We win, we survive.
Yes.
Scanning ahead. Right here. Ah.
Get out of my way!
Right here.
Enemy spotted.
Jay wasted all the knives.
Defeated.
Your duty is not over.
One enemy remaining.
I am the hunter! Our spy carrier is dead.
105. Good job.
Attackers win.
Now to mend what we have broken.
Hey, Sova, I love you, man. Sova, I love
Let
you.
me get.
What? 17? 17 after being top of the scoreboard, laddies? I was the top of the scoreboard. KDA, highest. Oh, Eco, highest. First Bloods, tied. Plants, I'm bottom because I don't do plants. Diffuses, bottom, I don't do diffuses. All I'm saying is I posted up for the team. I think I did pretty good. I'm guessing the assist and just the average overall. The owl. Alright, it's going on 3 hours. After all. Actually, I'm gonna check up on the live letter. See if it's still going. It's probably not. It's still going.
でそのドットがなくなった分はね、通常の栄翔火力へ全部持ってってるんで、まあちょっと機動力高いからなって思ったんです けどね、機動力の高さも売りだからな、もともと。そこはちょっと、やっぱり、もともとね、召喚が好きで使ってくれてた人ってたくさんいると思うんで。
Significant job mechanics. All actions damage over time will be removed. Dots are removed. Ability to summon Ifrit, not just egg. Augmented abilities.
言われたくもあんまないしね。
Oh my god. I think that's the shit for Final Fantasy. I think that rework on Oi. If he wants to play, I'll play with him.
The dots. We did try to skew back to having the summoner have their damage kind of come from the different casting of the not the spells, but like the different summons that you're bringing forth. So, and we also looked at just how mobile the summoner is, but at the same time, it is the charm of a summoner is the mobility of it. So I think we were, and there were people who were choosing the summoner because of such mobility. So that was another point where we had to rack our brains. But we didn't want to make it so that we're casting all the time either. I can already imagine the comments from players saying, "Oh my gosh, you're turning us into the mod page. Like you're kind of dragging us into this, Yoshida." So I wanted to avoid that as well.
さあでは、以上でキャスターでした。
はい、ありがとうございます。
では最後ヒーラーロールのお話いきましょう。
Okay, next up is the healers.
まずヒーラー共通項なんですけど、各ヒーラーに新しい単体バフの付与アクションを追加しております。
Okay, they're still doing healers?
So
Jesus,
the first
slide
thing
letters
is new
so
actions
fucking
that
long.
apply. So the
What?
first thing is new actions that apply single target buffs will be added to each.
Is that like a
healer,
fucking
an emphasis
DPS
on
buff?
single target buffs.
でそれからですね、全
What?
体的にヒーラー
What kind
の
of
攻撃
buff? Hold on, hold
Maybe a
on.
tank.
Cast time for oh my lord. Cast
And,
time for
overall,
offensive
we
spells
did
will be
reduce
reduced.
the cast time for offensive spells.
そしてですね。
Oh, they're all gonna be like Astro. Nah, it's all gonna be like Astro, so you can weave.
Yeah.
The
That's what it's
limit
gonna
break area will be expanded to 50
And then,
meters.
limit break
Holy
area of
shit.
attack will be expanded to 50 yawns, and I hear Foxconn clapping.
Holy fuck, dude. You can like use a healer LB and Endwalker and hit people back in Shadowbringers on the free.
Alright. I'll BRB. I'm gonna wait for them. They were all apparently playing a game. Oh my girls in a game. So but actually I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream, I think. So thank you all for coming. Be on the lookout for some YouTube videos. I plan on recording them sometime tomorrow. They're gonna be Final Fantasy related. Got some Valorant clips I want to post together. Get like a highlight going with that. So that's also a thing. But I'm looking forward to making a lot more content for the channel. Thank everyone for coming out and watching. See you guys tomorrow. Be back right here to play some Final Fantasy. We're gonna have a hard time. I gotta pick my main job for this upcoming expansion. I want to start playing it before the expansion so I can master it. But a lot of them are looking pretty good from this live letter tonight. So definitely have to discuss that when I first get on. But that's what we have forward to look forward to tomorrow. Thank you for coming out. Peace. Have a good night. And keep it easy and greasy. Bye-bye.